Good evening, everybody. It is Monday, October the 14th, 2019. Welcome back to the Mr. Video Game Live Super Show, brought to you by Dead Sun Entertainment. Everybody clap your hands, say, yeah, it's Monday! We all love Monday here, don't we? I am, of course, the host here, Slacker Kite, coming to you with the video game news that you so need. Last Wednesday was our last stream, so we're catching up on a few things today. With me today, it's her and only her, I'm afraid. But at the center of a massive void, you will find her, a halo. You know, actually, I can't use that one. Let's go with what I originally had. She got her banned for shouting "Free No Muragon." It's Lindsay, a.k.a. Lady Merowin.
Free No Muragon, indeed. Liberation for the gnomes.
Halfway through reading my joke for Brian, who is missing presently, but we will find him, for we love him dearly like a son. I realized I can't read Brian's, because that's a joke specifically aimed. So never mind. How are we doing today, Lady Merowin?
Oh, peachy keen. Work was crazy, but they fed us, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Fair enough. We do all love getting fed, you know, from time to time.
Well, you figure they make you work on a holiday, they might as well give you noms.
Oh yeah, that's I thought it was like last Friday instead of. Is it today for the Canadians?
It is. Today is our Turkey Day. We're always the second Monday of October.
Gotcha. My friends must have been celebrating it early, so I don't know why I thought. Well, I know why I thought it was Friday.
It's kind of a whole weekend thing for a lot of people, so.
That's fair. Anyway, you want to just get into it this week?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't really gotten a chance to play anything new or fun, so let's do the thing.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear me talk about Mario Kart. They want to hear us talking about Blizzard. Oh, and this is, of course, the one where Brian doesn't show up because, man, I can imagine he would have some things to say. I have some things to say about Blizzard going into this week. Last week we had a little bit of discussion in regards to the things that are going on to catch up in case... I can't imagine somebody listening to this podcast not being aware, but a man by the name of Blizzchung happened to talk about freedom to North Korea on a stream for Hearthstone.
Dude.
Hong Kong. Jesus Christ, my brain is not working with me today. For Hong Kong, holy shit. I'm here. The casters all ducked under the desk before he said that, and they very quickly cut to commercial. After that, the casters that were involved were fired. And he was given a 1-year suspension, and his money was taken away from him. So there's your catch-up on the controversy that started last week. And then...
Oh boy.
Friday. At the very end of business day, Friday, our boy, J. Allen Brack, over at Blizzard Entertainment, posted this wonderful response to the whole goings-on.
Wonderful, maybe a little subjective there, man.
It's not that long. Should I read it, or should we just cover the highlights of this?
I mean, our basic highlights is his ban's been reduced to 6 months. The casters have been reinstated. They were banned for 6 months, and I think they're getting some of his prize money back.
Something like that. Yeah, we've got 6 months reduced. It doesn't say in here that the casters are getting their stuff back, but let's take some of the highlights, I guess, from each one of these paragraphs we've got going on here. He mentions, the vision of Blizzard: think globally, lead responsibly, and importantly, every voice matters. That's if you go to Blizzard campus, you see a giant orc in the front of it with this around there, which last week employees taped paper over because of their disdain for the joyful things that Blizzard has brought upon them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, every voice matters. I'm sorry, but the test has determined that's a lie.
Going forward a little bit here, over the weekend, Blitzchung used his segment to make a statement about the situation in Hong Kong and violation of rules he acknowledged and understood, and this is why we took action. Okay, so taking a look at just that, yeah, in the middle of this spotlight on him, he used it to shout out Hong Kong, which, I think Jim Sterling said it best that having an opinion that the whole situation with Hong Kong is wrong is just saying, no, we're not a big fan of democracy.
Well, I mean, Hong Kong is still a communist country. Or, like, it's part of China, which is still a communist country. So, I mean, Hong Kong is looking to become essentially a sovereign nation. Um, kind of like how Quebec is trying desperately and has been trying desperately for like 30 years up here.
Fair enough, and of course, they say here, every voice matters. We strongly encourage everyone in our community to share their viewpoints. However, the official broadcast needs to be about the tournament. Alright, but we've had people come up before and, talk about their own, sexuality in the middle of these things, and that's things that people could potentially take offense over, and people do. So I'm wondering if you had a segment like this and you had a guy like Sonic Fox come on, would you be banning a Sonic Fox in this case, where he comes up, I'm a furry, I'm gay, I'm non-binary, drop that on there, would you suddenly have the audacity to ban him as well, or is it just when it suits you?
Well, a lot of people are speculating that it's because of the Chinese interests in Blizzard, um, and how they're trying to make sure that their major investors aren't going to pull out. I mean, yes, Tencent only owns like a 5% share, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, it's bizarre as hell to me, and of course, he continues to reiterate many times, think globally, lead irresponsibly, and every voice matters. And then goes on to say that while we appreciate opposing viewpoints, we can't have that in the middle of our shows because it makes people uncomfortable, basically.
Yeah, I mean, devil's advocate here, they could have actually been a lot more harsh on him because technically he's in breach of contract. So they could have lawyered up. They could have smacked him hard. And I mean really hard.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like, guys, really? You want to promote that your company thinks globally, and then you're going to try to silence people when they draw attention to global issues. Like if I had gotten up there talking about climate change and it had come out that, Blizzard is funded by like big oil, would that get you banned?
Hmm. Yeah, it's a weird question. So where do you draw the line? Is it going to be nobody while they're on the official streams for Blizzard are allowed to speak about anything but themselves? If so, that's kind of fucking boring, and why are we bothering to interview these people if we don't want to know more about what they're about?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do you want every single person representing your game and your franchise to be just completely two-dimensional and have no say in what's going on in the world around them?
It's a it's a good question, and one they don't really get into it. And I was wrong. They did mention that the suspension for the casters as well is also going to be 6 months, which is way too much for the casters. They're not even the ones who said anything. They just, I mean, there could be something to say for they allowed it to happen, and they were the officials representing Blizzard. But at the same time, they were just trying to make an interesting show.
But it could also be said that, like, because they ducked down before he made his statement, that this was pre-orchestrated.
Oh, it definitely
Um,
was.
so that means they were in on it and they knew exactly what was going to happen. So it makes them complicit.
True. And moving forward a little bit here, we're going to PC Gamer. For Jody McGregor, was the one reported basically on Blitzchung's response on his band, and I have to say, I have never heard somebody be be nicer after getting banned for saying something rebellious. He writes, first of all, I'm grateful for Blizzard for reconsidering their position about my ban. Earlier this week, I told media that I knew I might have penalty or consequences for my actions because I understand that my act could take the conversation away from the purpose of the event. In the future, I will be more careful on that, express my opinions, or show my support to Hong Kong on my personal platforms. People from Blizzard explained this to me through a phone call, and I really appreciate that, and I accept the decision on their part. 6 months still seems quite a lot, he said, in regards to it, and I wish Blizzard can reconsider about their penalty on the two casters involved. Which is just really magnanimous of the guy. I mean, I know I'd still be pissed. It's nice that they restored the prize winnings he got, since, you know, Blizzard said, oh, well, he played fair, he earned the money, so we're going to leave it with him, and it's only 6 months. I couldn't see myself being so magnanimous and saying, I understand, this is their philosophy. I would be so pissed off.
And yep, of course we're nerds. Um, but yeah, like this whole, he's honestly, I know exactly what he's doing.
Mm.
And he's playing the perfect game here. He's going, I understand I was wrong. I'm going to be the bigger person and forgive them for their childish outburst. Let it be known that I am the more mature person in this. And so I will say, there, Blizzard. It's okay. I understand. Like, that's exactly what he's doing. He's in here because by having such a magnanimous response, by being so graceful
Mm.
throughout all of this, he's showing his public that he is worthy.
Just fine, I'll be the adult in the room.
Exactly, and that's going to actually draw a lot more support to his cause as well, I believe.
Oh, you're not wrong, and getting back to the response as it's been, it has been fierce and heated. I have not seen anybody in support of Blizzard so far. And reporting from Nathan Grayson, protests are coming. They are coming far and wide, and especially with BlizzCon coming up soon, people are going to be there and especially digital rights nonprofit Fight for the Future is going to be there to organize at least one of the protest of BlizzCon this year.
And I'm taking a look at this subreddit that they have listed in this article,
Mm.
and I'm kind of blown away. Like, great big thank you to Jeremy Hambley, who donated $3,000 to protest BlizzCon and support Hong Kong.
Holy shit.
Right. Refund your Warcraft 3 pre-orders and pre-purchases. This will hit the China development teams. The China Blizzard teams cannot be allowed to use Blizzard as a tool or an arm for spreading their own political anti-agendas. Like, this is like probably outside of like our legal or our politics. This is probably the most political subreddit I've stumbled across that is game related.
Yeah, and with BlizzCon being so near in the future here, just a few weeks away, this is going to be really bad if they don't do something in the meantime. And what they've done so far is not cutting it.
Yeah, and I mean, they're now. I can just picture the meetings at Blizz headquarters, because I can guarantee you it's a okay. So we fucked up last year with Diablo Immortals.
Hmm.
We've really fucked up this year with this whole Hong Kong mess. Tell me we have something good to release, and all the devs are going, eh.
Oh man, I have to imagine they'll have Diablo 4 released this year, but I don't think that's what people are going to be talking about this year. I think it's going to be a little bit overcast on this with May cosplayers showing up in Hong Kong regalia.
And it's going to be amusing to see what their attendance numbers are going to be like. I could see this actually being really, really tiny. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if day of there's still plenty of tickets available.
I don't know, BlizzCon tends to sell out pretty easily every year, and you have to you know as well as I do the number of, well, I'm just a gamer. I don't want to make it political people out there.
Yeah, but a lot of the people, like, do you remember the big Nike controversy where people were like burning their Nike
Yes.
apparel and stuff and filming it for like Twitter and Facebook? Like, people are getting that heated with their Blizzard products right now.
I mean, and as they should, though those original people were weird to me, let's say the least. The parallels between what happened with the NFL and the kneeling thing are honestly one to one here. Talking about a freedom of speech that really didn't hurt anybody, one way or another, being turned into one of the most bizarre shit shows that you've ever seen, really, because this isn't the first like there's been NBA and even Discord has had some issues with the whole Hong Kong thing and treatment of it. I believe even Vans had to be quiet on this whole political fiasco going on. It's across the board, and yeah, this is something that's not going away. And I recognize China is a huge country, and there is a lot of money to be made in China in the next few years. And boy, all these companies are really just here for fighting over it.
Yeah, it's really saddening that this is the state the world has gotten to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at the same time, I mean, okay, like, you know me.
Hmm.
I was a hardcore WoW player, and
No.
yeah, just a little. Um, and this is going to sound a little childish,
Hmm.
but the whole time I played WoW, I always wondered if there would be something that could bring the factions together, that could get Horde and Alliance united against a common enemy. And little did we know that common enemy was going to be the company that runs WoW. Because, like, people from every background, and they're all up in arms about this. And it's kind of goosebump worthy to see, really.
But what if I told you, Lady Merowyn, that there's not just one controversy going on with Blizzard? This one hasn't gotten quite the big uproar, but there's been a backlash going on about something entirely different because Blizzard sucks.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised because it's Blizzard and they are shit magnets.
Hmm.
Um, but please, 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 Slacker Kite, just let me know. I gotta know.
All right, coming from Ars Technica, a World of Warcraft guild going by the name Gay Boys had their guild renamed to Guild ZFXPK, and the guild lead was temporarily suspended for using this name after multiple people came and reported the guild. So, yeah, they've officially declared gay as one of the words that you can't use in your guild name.
What the ever loving fuck?
Yeah, and these are people who came together because they wanted to be able to make an LGBT guild within the game. Something that's, out and proud. So they picked this name, and because so many people reported them, they got it, they got themselves banned. And the leader said directly to Blizzard, if you reviewed my chat log, you would see multiple messages from individuals through my recruitment process of getting us to where we are today, with individual messages, fuck the gays reported, among the other extremely hateful and discriminating comments. These are the individuals that find our name inappropriate. Giving in to their demands only means that you are siding with them as a company, which, after a decade of playing your games, is a surprise to me.
I mean, I'm sitting here looking at that comment and going, yesterday's bad guy, thank you. I'm looking at that comment and I'm going, accurate, accurate, surprised you. What? Really? Like, some of the Blizz folk are the dregs of human decency, and it really doesn't surprise me at all that they would bend to this, like, at all. So I mean, what people could do if they had, like, what is it, 250 gold to spare?
Mm.
Every fucking server, both factions, build the guild.
One of my favorite thing on this article right now is directly beneath this article. Do you think we live in a society of accepting of LGBTQ plus people? Yes, random ad. That is it's perfect thing to have right here in the middle of everything. There was an update that came later. Blizzard did reinstate the guild name Gay Boys. Their response, after careful investigation of your account warning, there isn't a way to stop people from reporting this name, as some find the way the term is used offensive. If you get actioned again, you can appeal like this and we can look at it once more. For now, though, you have your guild name back. So it's not a promise that they will keep their guild name. It's just a matter of waiting for enough people to go back and report them so the whole process can start over again.
And now, because multiple news outlets are reporting not only the guild name, but the server as well, griefers incoming. Like, you know that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's
And
coming and it's coming strong.
it's just wrong. It's bullshit. And it's, I think it was from the movie Hairspray that has the best quote for this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Be prepared for a whole lot of ugly from a never ending parade of stupid.
Do you want to talk about a real never-ending parade of stupid, though?
I like never ending parades of stupid. They're fun to point at.
You're not gonna like this one. Moving on to our next story. Yet another shooting took place. Um, in Germany this time. And live streamed directly onto Twitch.
Son of a fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm ridiculously vulgar today, and I apologize. It's been a day. And
Yeah.
this, yeah, never ending parade of stupid.
On Yom Kippur, a man referring to himself as Anon went in and, killed two and injured at least two others. And Twitch eventually found the video 35 minutes later. The stream the stream lasted for 35 minutes. Was only viewed by 5 people when it was live, but it got passed around after the fact. 30 minutes after the stream was over, Twitch took it down, but the damage is already done. People have the video and are sharing it about the internet. I'm sure you know the normal places you can go to find this right now.
Yeah, like the ones where he got his name from.
Yeah, not just that, but, a place maybe where they domesticate small birds, let's say. So, yes, Twitch now has had multiple shootings at this point, broadcasted live through their platform. And they have no idea what to do about it yet because, hey, we show video games where people shoot each other all the time. How do you figure out the difference?
Let's see, one's animated and one's not.
But them graphics, man, they so good. They so good.
I'm sorry. I have seen a lot of ridiculously violent video games. And no matter how good the graphics get, they still haven't quite got exit wounds and blood spatter done properly. Don't ask how I know what it looks like. I just do. Um, so it's really fucking easy to tell. I don't care how good the graphics are.
Yeah, so expect more situations like this to keep popping up where more Anons go out into the world and live stream themselves being the worst human beings on the planet.
And yesterday's bad guy, you know what? That's exactly what they're going to do because they're too busy banning body painters who actually follow the TOS. I saw a tweet earlier this week from a girl who this is her livelihood, and she was going for partner and she got smacked with a ban because apparently her body painting violates TOS when she follows it to the letter. And that one strike has now destroyed her chance for partnership for another year.
All right. Everyone, I want you all to take a deep breath, breathe with me here. We're going to exit the angry section of today's show. We're going to go into nicer things. We're going to do it with a palate cleanser. Think of this as, your hit of ginger between bites of sushi. There we go. Brain, come on here. Work with me today. Let's go over to the Video Game Chronicles and take a look at the Nintendo theme park construction as it's going along for the Nintendo World teaser at Universal Studios Japan.
Yeah, this teaser trailer is super cute. I watched it earlier today. It's freaking adorable. It makes me want to go. And the in progress construction pictures that they have shared, dude, this is gonna be sick. I need to go
Mm-hmm.
just so I can run around squeeing like a little child.
You're not getting me all the way out to Japan for this, but these construction sets, as they look so far, are fucking adorable.
I want to go. Want to go.
Hell yeah.
But I'll wait like 5 years until hopefully it dies down a bit in popularity.
That or, I think they're eventually bringing it to Universal Studios Orlando.
Yeah. And how long has the Harry Potter one been open? Like 5, 6 years? You still can't get in there.
True. Alright, let's get into our next big story for today. Fortnite has gone fucking kablooey. The latest update of Fortnite, and yet again, this is a good time for Brian to be here since I'm not really a Fortnite guy. I don't know if you knew that or not. But I have found this whole event fucking fascinating. There has been meteors, an explosion, and then a rocket launched into just a big old rift in the sky, and then multiple ones appeared, and everything in the entire Fortnite island osphere got sucked up into a black hole to end season 10.
Yeah. So if there happen to be any Fortnite fans watching this now or watching this later, I laughed my ass off. I found out about this from people panicking on Twitter. And I laughed a lot. Like, so ridiculously hard. This is all Fortnite has been. The Twitter account has been wiped. The Facebook page has been wiped. It has been pulled from the Epic Store. You cannot find it anywhere. Yesterday's bad guy, give me about 30 seconds. I might have something for you. I know it's a parody clip, but it's bloody awesome.
And this is live right now on my screen. This is the most popular stream on Twitch right now. It's a stream of a big blue black void. Just nothing, absolutely nothing. The one thing... Well, let me get to that later. Let me digress. This is all that exists right now of Fortnite.
But there have been numbers appearing around that black hole.
Yes, there have been, and we are going to get on that for a little bit more. Even CNET is reporting on it. It's been that big. There was an explosion. You can watch it in several places. There have been leaked trailers for Fortnite that have been appearing, especially with the boats. You can see this screen cap gotten. Things appeared on a few social medias and very quickly went down, showing scavenger medals and other things you can collect, and oddly enough, fishing, which seems strange to me. You can go swimming now, apparently. There's a lot of very weird that seems to be showing up.
Yeah, it kind of makes me. This is beautiful. I mean, I've always found Fortnite to be a little obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the fact that it's gone, and I mean, it's going to be coming back. There's an Italian company that's already teased Chapter 2,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to coincide with the start of Season 11.
Yep, and the Epic Game Store in China has already mentioned some things about it.
Yeah, I can't find that bloody tweet. Damn it! I knew I should have bookmarked it.
But carrying on, thank you to Polygon as well for their continuing updated coverage of this. Not only did Fortnite go offline, but so many people have been interested in what's been going on with Fortnite that not only did it crash the Epic Game Store at several times overnight, it also crashed Twitch at several points because so many people were trying to watch a video of a blue sphere with things circling around it.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So this is a really cool way for Epic to get interest in the game. I mean, more interest than it already has,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, I feel really bad for streamers and content creators that focused solely on Fortnite because until the servers come up, you've got no new content.
Oh yeah, the people who do nothing but play Fortnite on their streams. Granted, it seems like it'll be back Tuesday, so this has just been a few days for them, but still, a few days of lost revenue for a lot of these people can be, rent for the month. It can be basically everything, and even when it comes back, there's no guarantee that the people will continue to come back to you. There may be a bit of a reshuffling in the popularity for Fortnite dedicated streamers.
Exactly. And I mean that's going to make things really interesting. Um it's also, I mean, not to sound like a horrible person, but it's also why I'm really glad I'm a variety streamer, so I'm not dependent on one always functioning.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a little harder to make your name as a variety streamer, but it's also easier to have fun and be yourself, I think, as a variety streamer. There is a little bit of a silver lining here. We found Konami.
Yes, we found Konami. This makes me so happy.
Yes, the only thing you can do from within the void is to enter the Konami code, and you can play yourself a nice little game of Galaga. It's simple, it doesn't look that great, but it's something you can do while you're waiting for the void to come back.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes me wonder that if like somebody manages to hack and crash the Fortnite servers after they come back up
Mm.
in a spectacular way, if people are just gonna be like, "Oh no, no, dude, don't panic. It's just another new launch."
Just little fail burgers floating through the sky.
It's adorable, really. I mean, I found one vid that had a kid like sitting there flossing, and he looked all sad and depressed. He was like holding back tears, and the caption was "Fortnite streamers the unemployment line."
Oh no.
Yeah.
But as mentioned before, there do seem to be things going on with Fortnite. And of course, you can't have something like this going on without theories abundant going on. and several people think they've cracked the code for what's going on right now.
Which is kind of awesome. I mean, the fact that they would put like a little ARG into this. I mean, I'm a huge fan of ARGs. So the fact that they did this, like, it makes me I'm kind of giddy as much as I despise Fortnite. It really makes me smile.
Oh, absolutely. And if you look at the numbers, they found that there's a sequence basically of numbers. So they applied it to a video of the visitors' audio logs that people found, and found I was not alone. Others were outside the loop. This was not calculated. The nothing is now inevitable. So then the question is, what does that mean? What does the nothing inevitable mean?
Yeah. I love the theories and speculation that's coming out of this. The fact that like they pulled a whole community to work together to try to solve what the hell is going on is kind of awesome. Oh, I have actual video of how the ending happened. Definitely get this though. There's gonna be a lot of screaming and freaking out.
Okay. Yeah, get it my way and I'll put it up. You, you have to know good old MatPat must be out there fucking scrambling right now to get a video out. Oh, I have to produce a game theory right now! I have to hit it while it's hot.
I think that link will do it. I think.
Alright.
Maybe. If not, nope. No, it won't. I will send you the actual link to the tweet.
Sure, give me that link to that tweet. Has Game Theory posted anything yet? Let me double check. No, nothing yet.
This actually shows the full destruction.
Alright, let's get this up for the peoples, and by the peoples, of course, I mean yesterday's bad guy.
Oh, look at the lasers! Oh my days! Whoa, 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 whoa! Woo! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey yo, yo! Hey you man! Where you man at, bro? Oh man!
I'm in the air!
Hey you man!
They're gonna take us to the other world! They're gonna take us to the other world right now!
Once he turns back around.
I know, I'm right next to you, look, can you see me? I'm floating next to you, man, look, I'm here.
Oh yeah, come on.
Let me, come on. Oh, boys, I'm actually a mosh. See you later, Fortnite, but they're taking over to the other world, surely. Yo! Look, it's still going on.
With a bang.
Now look at Lou
Ah,
Lake.
but do you
Oh
know what?
shit, done. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Fam. This is giving me goosebumps, my god. This is giving me goosebumps and everything.
I'm gone. I'm gone, G. I'm gone. I don't know where I've gone, but I'm gone. I can't see anyone else no more.
Yeah, I can see that one done.
But wait, look at this. Whoa, look.
Oh, we're going into the world. We're going into the world.
I literally was sucking in. You see that tomorrow?
You see that tomorrow, alive.
That's why I was just flying in, bruv, and that bus after
Oh
it.
shit. Oh, it's done.
No, what?
Bro, come on. Now they've done that though, we don't deserve an update for that.
Yeah, this is some weird shit going on. It's great. But yeah, don't worry everyone though. Do not worry. Don't you worry. I think the British does make that whole clip funnier. But while the whole event and the numbers and all that shit is going on, Lucas7 Yoshi took a look at a little bit of the code on one of the Fortnite websites with a video titled The End, set to stream tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. As well, we know for a fact that stuff is coming back tomorrow because if you go to the Chinese store, Chapter 2 of Fortnite is confirmed to start on October 15th. So, for them, it's definitely going to start tomorrow one way or another. We have no idea if everything is coming together at roughly the same time.
Tacos.
Well, Ninja apparently treated a hint too.
Yeah, he said tacos, which, Taco Tuesday. So there you go. If the man Ninja doesn't know what's going on, nobody does. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of the poster boy of Fortnite.
So, tomorrow, we all get to see, all at the same time, what comes out of this whole shebang-a-bang. I'm going to guess more people shooting each other. That's my personal guess. Could be wrong. I don't know.
Am I a horrible person in that I'm sitting here going, let it stay down a month?
Oh my god, even the BBC is actually reporting on Fortnite right now. That's great.
I have lost all faith in this planet. Why?
I just happened to look somewhere else because, news comes directly to my phone, and yeah, the BBC, like all of these major companies are now talking about fucking Fortnite. So congratulations, Epic. You win. You got the world talking about you. Even us, me and Lady Merowyn, two of the people who could give less of a flying fuck about Fortnite, have been interested to see what the shit is going on here.
To be honest, I'm a horrible person. I've been laughing at all the fanboys freaking out that they can't play their crack.
Ooh, they have reaction videos.
Excuse me?
Oh god.
What?
Let's see. FaZe, I've never wanted to play Fortnite this much in my life. Marshmallow, I missed Fortnite already. Let's see what this video here is the BBC decided to link to. Oh, it's a little lovely video of the evolution of the Fortnite map.
Aww.
That's so adorable, and probably gonna get us caught over on YouTube for audio, but alright. Yeah. Yesterday, bad guy, I think this is the Fast and Furious song. God damn it. Well, thank you and fuck you, BBC, for that one.
Well, Twitch put out a video of it too on their Twitter, and in Fortnite, when you first drop into the map, it's from the bus that you see in the sky there in that picture, that's held aloft by like hot air balloons. And it says, and this is why you always thank the bus driver.
But that is all the news we have on Fortnite right now. We don't have anything else planned for you. So essentially, what I'm saying is this is Mr. Video Games for your Monday, October the 14th, 2019. But we can't leave people like that there, can we? We can't just drop you off.
Never. We can't leave you hanging like this because we know what you want. What you really, really want.
I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. You want Mr. Video Games, and we're giving you Mr. Video Games. Mr. Video Games, if you don't know, is our winner each week of the Mr. Video Game Award. We really should be writing it down. We never do because we're lazy shitbags, but every week somebody wins the award for Mr. Video Games for being the thing, the place, the name, the something that's done something so amazing, so bad, so terrible, so perfect, that you can only look at it and go, that is video games. And this week's winner is Silent Hill. Yes, Silent Hill is back in slot machine form. Not even fucking pachinko this time. It's a slot machine.
I don't know if I have words for this, man. This just, I mean, if anything has ever screamed sellout, I mean, you're not exactly hitting your target audience, because what 93-year-old is going to want to play a slot machine based on a horror gaming franchise?
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck is pulling up to Vegas and dropping their money into Silent Hill slot machines.
Wait. Is the Gaming Commission gonna have words about this? Because, like, if this doesn't scream forcing gambling addictions through video games, I don't know what does.
I don't know, but here we are. The announcement of Konami to the Global Gaming Expo in Las Vegas. Their primary thing was the new cabinet for Silent Hill.
I don't understand. I'm going to be sitting here still next week and going, I still don't understand. I mean, yeah, they did do the Castlevania pachinko machine.
Mm.
But I mean, everybody plays pachinko. At least where pachinko machines are to be found.
Wait, excuse me? I had to click a link. An erotic machine?
What?
Hold
I
on.
mean, like, this hits target audience.
Oh, right, this! The erotic Castlevania machine! With titties!
And bug. And tail. Literally.
And balls! All the balls! Erotic violence! Oh.
Yesterday's bad guy, I love you so much.
I'm sorry, I'm dead. I'm so glad that link existed. I had totally forgotten about that machine. Okay, I'm better. I swear to God, I'm better.
Nah, you know what though? Like, they've toyed with the idea of doing hundreds of themes for gambling machines, so including slots based on franchises like Castlevania, Contra, and Frogger. Could you not imagine a Frogger slot machine? That would be hilarious.
I might actually play a Frogger slot machine. I'm not even going to fucking lie on that one. That sounds dope as shit.
Dude, next time you visit, we're taking a trip to the falls. We're going to the Great Canadian Midway because it's a casino for kids.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. This has been... Oh, Lord, I can breathe. This has been Mr. Video Games for Monday, October the 14th, 2019. Thank you all for coming, everyone who listened and watched, and of course, thank you for our lovely, lovely best friend in the whole wide world yesterday, bad guy. Lady Merwin, do you have any final words for us this evening?
So Brian's not here to do his usual self-plug, so I'm gonna do it today. I might be streaming tomorrow. Keep an eye on my Twitter at @lmerowin. If my internet cooperates, I need some more ridiculosity, so probably more Untitled Goose Game, because I suck and didn't finish it my first stream. Also, be kind to each other. There's a lot of shitty stuff going on in the world right now. If you're in Canada, October 21st, get out and vote, please. Get informed, go vote. And yeah, just be cool to each other, please. And Fortnite will be back, so for those of you that watch and love and are addicted to Fortnite, don't do anything drastic. It's coming back. It's just a game.
All right. We've had a lovely time here, everybody. Have a great night. and a pleasant tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.